Can mothers have it all? I want to help you say yes to that question. Now, there are books and articles and discussions on this question, and they usually end by telling women no, that you can't have it all. But that's just because the people who are responsible for those and who lead those programs don't have the strategies and solutions and answers to do it. So I want to help you be able to answer the question and say yes. Now, I'm tired of people telling mothers you can't have it all and making mothers think you have to live with the stress and feeling unfulfilled and unsatisfied and with mom guilt. Because really, I have learned to do it, and I've taught my clients to do it, and if I can do it and if my clients can do it, you can do it too. So join me today so that you too can answer the question and say yes. I like to tell my clients who work with me that you're just a skill set away from saying yes. So I am going to talk briefly about a group of skill sets, and then I'll talk a little bit more in detail about them as we move along. I want to stop actually for a moment and welcome people as they're coming in. I am always delighted to see people join us in our group so that you can get all of this information and empowerment. And this is a common, important question that I am frequently asked. So I am delighted to be answering this question. For those of you who may be new to the group or new to me, I am Dr. Ellen Ettinger. I am a doctor, an author, a keynote speaker, and I've won awards for things. I don't want to bore you with those today, but I've also been a working mother, and I remember what it felt like to be so overloaded and to have so many things on my plate. And when I figured out how to put them all together and I started sharing them with other people, people got really excited about it. And so I'm really excited to share this information with you today as well. So again, I'm going to talk about a group of different skill sets, and then I'm going to talk in a little more detail about them after I go through each of them separately. So one, if you want to be able to have it all, you have to be good at what I call goal management, at setting goals and reaching goals. Because you can't have it all. It doesn't come passively. You don't sit and just wait for it to happen. Success doesn't just happen. So I discuss with my clients that it's really important to be able to set goals and to create pathways so that you know you are working on goals and working on multiple goals at the same time. Goals and goal pathways is really an important ingredient of being able to say yes to that question. Can you have it all? I just want to say hello. Again, I see more people tuning in, and I always like to welcome people in. I see Eileen is with us. Eileen wrote in the comments, "Hi, Dr. Ellen." So hello, Eileen. I'm delighted you are with us. Hello to you and your family. And we are having a great discussion tonight on the topic of can mothers have it all? And I am sharing a bunch of skill sets to show how you can have it all, to show what you need to do. So we talked about the first area, goal management. And a second area that's really important in having it all, and remember, one of the challenges of being able to have it all is that you have a lot on your plate. You feel like you're doing a lot of things at once. And an area that's really important to enable you to handle all of these areas is you have to be efficient and pay attention to self-care and me time. You don't want to be exhausted and wearing yourself out doing all these things. And very often, as you've probably heard me say if you've been with me for a while, mothers often deprioritize themselves and unschedule me time, unschedule time for themselves, thinking that everything else in the world, their family, their home, their work, everyone else is more important than they are. And in order to be able to have it all, you have to prioritize and remember that you are important. It's important to support yourself. And a hallmark of women who do have it all is that they know that it's important to take care of themselves. So that's number 2. And again, I love to welcome people, and I see Brenda is with us too. Brenda says it's good to be back. I miss your wonderful sessions. Brenda, it is lovely to have you back with us. I am so delighted you are here, and I hope that you will come and take some great things away with you today. So we spoke about number 1, the skill area of goal management, of setting and reaching goals, and 2, self-care and me time. And 3 is an offshoot of number 2, and it's a really important one. Remember, we talked about having it all is challenging because you're handling a lot at one time. You're handling work and home and family and yourself, keeping yourself energized, and often community activities. And so an offshoot of number 2, which is number 3, is you have to have an effective stress management program. Some things that you do that will take the stress away, whether it's meditation or some things. And I often tell the women that I work with, you need some quick things at work, like taking some deep breaths that you can do as short steps when you're at work and you may not have a long time to do activities that can bring your stress level down. So again, today we are talking about how to answer the question, can mothers have it all, by saying yes. And I'm telling you about some of the skill areas that are important. So we spoke about 3, and the next one that I'm going to mention that's really important is being and having expertise in time management and time-saving hacks. We want you to use time well so that you can get all the things done that you want to do. And there are so many habits and routines that you can learn to put on autopilot that make it easier to get all the things done. And when you can put routines and habits on autopilot, it makes it easier because you don't have to constantly think, what do I do now? How do I do this? What do I do to get this done? That is something that I share a lot with my clients. What routines and habits can support their needs and their life and their work and their family? So let's move on to the next area, and that is work support and growth. So what's important to you in your work, and how can you support your work conditions, your work environment, and your opportunities for growth and promotion in what you do? Do you need to take courses or update your resume, or make sure you have important experiences that you can use that help educate you for that next step that you want to take in your work area and in your work success? So again, a really important area to put effort and energy into is your work support and work growth. And the next area that's really important to mothers who say they can have it all is, how can I support my child? So what can you do for your child's growth and development? So if you have very young children or toddlers, you might be dealing with sleep issues, or maybe some tantrums or behavior, or in the older kids, in teens and tweens, building independence and getting them ready for the adulting years. So no matter how old your kids are, there are always skills that are important for you to help instill in them, to feel that you are supporting, you are helping your children grow and become their next level of success as well. And the next area that's really important as well is relationships. So in order to feel that we have it all in our lives, relationships are really important, whether it's with a spouse or a partner, whether it's your relationship with your children, or your relationship with other family members, parents or in-laws or siblings, or community members, having friends that are important as well. That's an important part of feeling that you have it all, that your personal life, your relationships are optimal and that are making you happy. So as you can see, there are a number of areas, and if you can work these areas and keep them together so that you're building success in each of these areas, you can be building your answer to that question, can mothers have it all, to be a yes. So I want you to think about these areas that I spoke about. And an important one that we often think about is goal management. To have it all, you really want to be able to reach what you want. You want to be able to reach your areas of success. You want to be able to do it and still feel energized. You don't want to be worn out. You don't want to get burnt out. In order to feel you have it all, you want to have that consistent surge of energy and momentum and spark to know that you have it all and you feel successful while doing it all. And you also want to support your work, your progress, your development and growth in work. You want to be able to support your children and their growth and know that your parenting is optimal in order to say, yes, you have it all. You want to feel that your relationships are great. And you want to feel that you have me time, self-care, and stress management programs in place that are guilt-free, where you don't feel guilty. You feel that these work for you, work for your family, and work for your work schedule as well. So this is a schematic that mothers who say yes, they can have it all, these are the areas that are important. And when I speak to my clients and we're trying to build that answer to a yes, these are areas that we frequently work in. Now, I've given you these areas, and for a lot of people, they may say, you know what, this is really helpful. I know what to do now. And I love that. I hope you will stay in touch with me and let me know your developing answer. And I also know that a lot of women would like some support. They feel that if they get help, they can get there faster, or that they will get the skills that they need. And so if these are areas that you would like support in, I am happy to work and help empower you. I really develop and devote my life to empowering people to build success, to build empowerment. And this is really such an important area where women are told, no, you can't do this. Again, I see books and articles and videos all over that say you can't do it. And again, these people just don't know how to do it. It's not that it can't be done. They just don't have the skills and strategies and answers to do it. And I want you to do it. So again, I've given you the skill set that is common and that are hallmark of women who do say they have it all. You may want to work on these areas, and I do a lot of speaking on these areas every week. If you'd like help putting it all together, as you know, we are a full scope home, And so I teach people to do these things all the time. The important thing, again, as I always say, part of being a full scope home is that I teach people how to get the gears to all work together. So you see a lot of time management programs out there, but most of them are very general. And a lot of women tell me they've taken time management programs or they read books and they just don't fit into their lives. You know, they say these tips would be great if my work schedule wasn't this, or if my schedule in taking care of my kids was this, or this would be great if my work was different. So you can know for sure in this group, in all of these areas, all of the gears work together and they all build on each other. So you are building momentum, you are building success in not only answering the question, can mothers have it all, and being able to say yes, but all of these areas also help you create your best life, your happiest life, your most successful life. And that is something that I'm really devoted to doing, to helping women build their best life, become their most successful version, so that they can feel in work they're at the top of their game, in their relationships they're the happiest, with their kids they've developed great relationships and great support systems, that they have a happy, organized home and a great work environment as well. And again, when you put all of these together and somebody raises the question, can mothers have it all? You will be able to answer the question, yes. So I'd love to help you build these skills if that is something that you would like to go further on. If you do, you will find my calendar in our group. I do have limited appointments this week coming up. We do have a holiday this week, so I do have limited appointments, and I am getting very busy in people I am working with. When it gets towards year end, people really want to build their skills and prepare for the year end and the new year. So if you are interested in working with me, make sure you get in there and schedule an appointment. I would love to help you get this going still in this year and before the next year starts, so that by the time the next year starts, you actually can be answering the question, can mothers have it all? Yes, I do. So I would love for you to be able to say that. I congratulate you all for showing up. I know you are going to work hard to build your skills and to be able to create the highest level of skills so that you can build the best, happiest, most successful life for you and your family and your work and everything around you. So I look forward to seeing you in our group during the week. Make sure you do come in Facebook to see all the recommendations in all the different areas that I put in. Make sure you leave some comments there so I know what's important to you. I wish you all the ability to say yes to this important question, and I will see you back here next Sunday at our regular time. Let's talk again soon.